Sometimes less is more when it comes to sample flips, so I thought today we'd explore a more minimalist approach to beat making, focusing more on how the samples and layers come together as puzzle pieces, rather than worrying about things like timing, key, and chord progressions. I'm going to be using the Polyend Tracker for this, but any sampler or DAW will work. Let's get into it. So let's go over to our samples, and we're going to find some samples to load. I like that. I haven't done like a boom bap style track on here yet. Oh, I think we've got some stuff here that could work. Okay, so let's get into our pattern now. Let's do, just to start, we're gonna do 16 steps. Actually, we need to go to our samples first, so let's go into our instrument. What do we have here? Yeah, maybe we'll slice that up. Let's do auto slice. And then let's go into pattern. Let's hear what that sounds like. That's fast. Let's see, if we go into, I believe it's song, yeah. Now let's find those drums to put on top. That drum is almost perfect. Let's go into that sample. I think we go sample editor and set it time stretch beat. Let's see what happens with that. This is destructive. That should work. Okay, so let's go into that drum sound. Make sure we're on the drums. I like that. That's cool. We didn't even change that drum much. But sometimes, you know, like, you don't need to change it too much. You just kind of got to let it. It's like figuring out how much needs to be changed, how much needs to stay the same. So I'm putting a little filter. And then let's go over here. Bit depth. A little overdrive. Reverb. All right, now let's go into that other sample. I think it was this one. Let's get some overdrive on there. Look at this, we can just change the master distortion to this nasty saturator. Let's throw on something else, let's see. Oh, this. Let's get this. Okay, and let's, so we can either sample, let's go to the sample editor. We could time stretch it or we could slice it. Yeah, let's do auto. So see, we could do something like that to get something finished, right? You know, like some sort of idea finished. So that means different workflows. And today it's all about quick ideas. And so I'm gonna do time stretches and just getting one shots kind of synced and setting them to loop, because that's kind of the quickest way to get something done. So let's go over here and let's time stretch this beat. Select effect. That should be all good. I don't know what happens with those micro steps yet, so let's just keep it what we did with that other drum, and then it should just work, which is always nice. That's cool. Let's go in. I'm gonna do a band pass. Just kind of almost adding like a field recording sound to it. What would happen if I put it in those off, the ands? That's perfect. All right, last thing we need to do is get a bass. So let's actually go in and get a synth and tweak the sound a little bit. Let's see if we can find a good bass sound. Let's try that. Last thing, let's get a little more percussion. Let's see if we've got like a hi-hat sound or something. This one. Let's slice this one and let's do auto slice. If we go into note, now we have the slices. So let's do like, perfect. Now let's go here. So setting swing is global. You can put it anywhere and it sets it. Put swing on. It works. So 50 I think is standard. You can hear it really start to kind of swing. Okay, I'm gonna just do like 58. Last thing, that bass needs a little tweaking. I'm gonna go edit patch, go into the filter. Let's just go into the amp. And then we'll go, what is that snare? This one. We're gonna pan this one that way a bit. And then we'll go into this one. Pan that to the other side. And I'm gonna put a low pass filter on the, lo-fi it up a little bit. Drop that bit depth. So there you go, sometimes limitations can lead to new workflows. I'm actually pretty stoked with how this beat turned out, focusing more on the groove and less on all the technical stuff. Just chop some samples up and see what happens. And if you're curious about the tracker workflow, check out this video next for my first impressions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.